We're giving away an Xbox Series S every 10k subs up to 100k. That's 10 consoles in total. To enter, just sub the channel and click the link in the description.
Wow! Hype! There it is! G'day mates, happy Saturday, trumpetmonkey here, Raider Nation. We have our official team rating for Madden 22. It's an 81 overall. And we also have all of the Raider players individually graded right here according to the Madden ratings team. I do want to say I've met them. They are people like you or I, and I'm going to be keeping my feedback respectful. But that said, there's actually some good and some bad in here. There's some good and some bad in here. Let's get into it. All right, Darren Waller, 93 overall. Kittle's a 96. We kind of reacted to this already. For me, Darren Waller is the second best tight end in the NFL, but in my humble opinion, if you were to ask any GM around the league who would they want, Kels, Waller, or Kittle, they would all take Waller. That is my humble opinion, okay? Because he is that good. So 93 overall definitely should have been a 96, at least even with Kittle. I could have handled that, but maybe even a little bit higher, maybe a 97 as well. So there's Darren Waller with the 90 speed, second fastest tight end in Madden 22 after Kyle Pitts, who's got 91 speed right there. Look, solid stats across the board. 97 catching is respectable. I think the speed could have been even higher, to be brutally honest with you. Like, I feel as though that could have been maybe a 93, 94. Next up, Joshy Jacobs at 89. Now, this one's interesting. Josh Jacobs already pretty clear that he is a generational talent. 87 speed probably seems actually about right, but the overall itself, just in terms of like where I want to see kind of like Josh Jacobs, 89 overall, I get the feeling he's around about a 91, just a little bit slighter. Now, Richie Incognito at 89 is actually pretty legendary. I predicted he'd be 90 overall this year, but 89 is kind of in the wheelhouse of where he should be. He is a pretty awesome left guard when he's on the field, when he's not injured, and he's going to be great for us this year if he can stay healthy. Next up, Casey Hayward, 86 overall. I like this. I feel like this is actually still applicable. I think Casey Hayward Jr. is actually going to be fire for us this year, IRL, and in Madden is going to lock it down and get it done. Kenyon Drake with 91 speed and an 83 overall, showing us what we got in this backfield, IRL as well, but in Madden and in franchise mode in particular. These are the regs rankings, by the way, not the ultimate team rankings, overalls, I should say. But Kenyon Drake, pretty solid right there, 83. I like that. John Brown also with 91 speed and 82 overall seems about right. Derek got massively disrespected. Massively. So right now they've got, Matt Ryan at 85 overall. Okay. I'm sorry, but like Derek Carr for me is playing better football right now than Matt Ryan. That is my unbiased assessment. Absolutely should be an 85 if Matt Ryan's an 85, if not an 86. That's my humble opinion. I'm sticking to it. He got slammed here with an 81. DC, we're riding. Now, Nick Kwiatkowski jumped up a lot. Like, the Madden ratings guys really recognize this guy's play. I think he's going to make the Pro Bowl this year. They got him a middle linebacker as well, which is awesome. 81 overall. Love that. Trayvon Mullen as well, doing a lot of good things. Like him and Casey Hayward, this could get super interesting this year for this Raiders defense, especially when we get into the D-line. But really nice 90 speed as well. I'm digging that. Solid enough coverage stats. 80 overall, good. I think by the end of the season, he'll be like closer to an 85 though. Colton Miller at left tackle. Slammed again. This dude played like pretty much hurt the entire season, right? 79 overall is very disrespectful for someone who is a really solid left tackle. Like, really good left tackle in the NFL. Like, for me, he's top 10. So 79 overall is a slam. Again, this should have been mid-80s. So Colton Miller, we angry. Cleveland Farrell does a lot of good things according to kind of PFF and a lot of scouts and everything. 78 seems about right. I would like to see him hit the 80s though, but that is solid. They got his speed to 82, which is respectable as well. Now, Ruggs, I think should have been about an 80 because I do think he's elite. You know, I do think he's got elite potential, I should say. He's got to go out there and show it. And he knows that 78 with 98 speed, no way that should have been 98. That should have been 99 speed. But very respectable, I suppose, considering he hasn't put up the numbers that he wants to. I'm expecting Ruggs to get closer to 90 by the end of this year. Let's wait and see it, right? All right, so Jonathan Hankins fills up the middle. 78 seems about right as well. I'm okay with that. Yannick Ngakoue, Jan, with only 78 overall. Massively disrespectful. This right here, this should have been low 80s, at least. Listen, chip on his shoulder. He's turning that defense around from like a leadership perspective as well, which I'm really, really liking. That was massively disrespectful, in my humble opinion, though. Renfro as well is a great slot wide receiver. Probably just doesn't have the numbers yet. 77's okay. The 86 speed is a joke. He should be 90 speed minimum, maybe even higher. So I don't know where they're getting Renfro's speed from, but he should be higher. Good to see Carl Joseph back. 77 seems about right for him. Max Crosby should have been an 80 at least. I'll say Max's sacks were down a little bit last year, but 83 speed is great anyway, so I'm digging that. And expect Max to climb by the end of the year. I think he's going to be mid-80s at least, going to have a big one. Willie Schneid, 87 speed, 77 overall, not too bad. Razul Douglas, 76 overall, 87 speed, seems about right as well. Alec Ingold, only a 75. I don't know, man. He's such a utility fullback, such a good run blocker. He can catch the ball, he can run. Fourth and Ingold. I mean, it's a bit disrespectful. Should have been an 80 in my humble opinion right here. AJ Cole punting. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. 90 kick power seems about right for him. 74. Could have been higher if we're being brutally honest. Corey Littleton now right outside linebacker, dropped significantly. 82 speed, 74 overall. Based on the way he played for a lot of last season, it seems about fair. Damon Arnett Jr., 74 overall seems about right. You know, it's on him to step up. Jonathan Abram, 74 seems about right. I love the 92 speed on Abram, though. That's great. Solomon Thomas, 74. I think he'll be motivated by this. I expect him to be low to mid-80s by the end of the year as well. 82 speed on Solomon Thomas, though, which is fire. Kama Sib, 73. I was disappointed. Look, he's a hero in terms of, like, coming out and what that did for the community there. But, he didn't play well for the Raiders. I honestly thought he was going to get cut. Even before his positive news, I thought just based on play and price tag, he was going to get cut. Daniel Carson with 95 kick power is awesome, but 73 overall, I think this should be higher. I think Carson's a good kicker. Denzel Good getting a lot more respect this year, 73. Expect him to be in the 80s by the end of the year. Jalen Rashad, it seems about right, because he hasn't done anything truly phenomenal. Maybe he'll get some opportunities. 73 overall. Nevin Lawson, 73, about right. Trevon Merrick, 73 overall. They have to grade the rookies like this. I personally feel like he could have been a little higher, at least maybe mid to high 70s, maybe 77. He's got to come in and do it. He's the best safety in the class. He'll be mid-80s by the end of the season, trust me. Quentin Jefferson, 72, seems about right. Zay Jones, 72, hasn't done a lot, seems about right. Brian Edwards, 71, no problems there. Isaiah Johnson, a little bit more respect this year. 92 speed, big lad. Obviously, remember him for that Chargers game. Seems about right. Nicholas Morrow, massively disrespected. They moved him to left outside linebacker, which I dig, and I like our linebacker core. Morrow outplayed Corey Littleton. 1,000,000%. Nicholas Morrow should have been high 70s, maybe even an 80. Leatherwood, 70 overall. Massively disrespected. Massively disrespected. He's literally the best tackle coming out in the draft, according to everybody now. Everybody was shocked when we took him, and now everybody gets it. This should have been high 70s. I'm sorry, but it should have been. He's a starting right tackle day one. Expect him to be mid-80s at least by the end of the year. Foster Morrow, 82 speed, 70 overall, about right. Nick Martin, 70 overall is about right. For the bet, he could have been 75, though. Amik Robinson, 69 overall, not too shabby. We'll power through the last slide here. Bleedy Ray Wilson, again, a bit slow, though. 85 speed doesn't seem exactly right. Darius Philon, 69 overall. Darren Lee, only a 69. Interesting. Nice and fast. I was expecting him to be mid-70s, so that was interesting. Divine Diablo, Let's see how he plays. He's one of my sleepers for a great real-life season, so I think he gets like maybe an 80 by the end of the year. Mariota only a 69, but that 88 speed is nice. Theo Riddick retired, actually. Tested positive for COVID and retired. Trey Quinn, 69 overall. Seems about right. Aitman, 68. Roderick Teamer Jr., strong safety, 68. Tyree Gillespie, 68. Was a bit. I was expecting him to get in the 70s. John Simpson, this is disrespectful. He is plugged and played incredibly well for the Raiders in real life. He should have been in the 70s. He should have been like Good around 73. Keelan Doss, 67, about right. Tanner Muse, we haven't seen anything from him. I love the speed, though. 90 speed, 66 seems about right. Brandon Parker as well. Should have been a 70 at least. Like, these guys plugged and played on that that Swiss cheese holy O-line last year for us and did well. Onwala, I thought was a lot faster than 80, but interesting. Kuntz, 79 speed, 65. Expect big things from him. Yeah, Gary Green, left end, 85 speed, loving that. Nate Hobbs, corner, 90 speed, 64. Dallin Levitt, 87. Derek Carrier, 84 speed, only 63 overall, loving it. Home stretch now, Javin White, left outside linebacker, 91 speed. Budget beast if you're playing the game, love that. Keshawn Nixon, 62 overall, about right. Asmar Bilal, middle linebacker, 87 speed, 61 overall. Sam Young, right tackle again, should have been a 70. Sam Young stepped up and just filled gaps, played hurt, was great. Should have been a 70, man. Niall Scott, defensive tackle, 60. Well, can't really argue there. Patrick Omei, left guard, 60 overall. Andre James, again, should have been at least a 70. This is so disrespectful. Nick Martin should have been higher. Andre James should have been higher. Jim Morrissey, center. That's interesting. They don't have him at guard. He's coming in at center. First thing I'm going to do in franchise is probably make him incognito as backup at left guard. Kendall Vickers, defensive tackles, 59 overall. Parker Erringa at right guard, 58. Don't really have a lot to say on these guys. Alex Ellis, 56 overall. Jared Jones-Smith, the lads are high on him. They signed him off the street, but he's only a 53. Lot to prove right here. Nathan Peterman, a 50 overall. Why is he still in our squad? And Trent Sieg. The long snappers continue to get disrespected. Absolutely hilarious. 29 overall. There you have it. I'm going to leave you with our Fire Mutt 22 video right here. Some of the legends that are in the game. We got early access codes to give away as well. So just sub and leave a comment on the vids. Over there, we'll leave the entire Madden 22 playlist. We dropped 8 videos yesterday. Going to be dropping this one today. Team overalls tomorrow. Thank you for watching, mates. Happy Saturday. Let's go, Raider Nation. And we'll see you next time, mates.